Hi, I'm John Harper from the low country of Charleston, South Carolina, and I'm here to do things a little bit differently, okay? What I brought to you today, what I'm proposing to you today, is I have 4 inventions. Not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4. Right here in front of you. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now my idea is not to come on this show to make money. Okay? I'm probably the first reality contestant to ever apply for a show not to be rich. What my goal is to give these 3 products, 100% of them, to the sharks in order for them to help me provide proof of concept for this 4th invention. I have made, tested, videotaped, provided proof of concept. None of these have been sold yet. These are all going to be given to the sharks if they help me do this. What does this do? This is going to change the way that we research terminal illnesses in America. This is going to expedite the finding of cures, expedite the finding of diseases, the cure for diseases, terminally ill diseases, okay? It's very important. A little bit about me real quick. I am 49 years old. I taught high school and was a head football coach and an athletic director for almost 19 years, okay? And I left that industry to create a business called Sky Dogs Family Dog Park, which had never been done before. I actually applied to you guys 3 years ago with it. I drove down to Orlando, had a live casting call, and y'all loved me. Y'all put me through the 2nd round, said make a video, you have 12 days to make a video, send it in. I did that. Y'all called me back, said you'll love my video. Yeah, I needed to send you a copy of my driver's license, and we was all excited, and then you never called me back again. But that's okay, because I had only been open for 3 months, and I wasn't ready for that, right? It was a great experience. I learned a lot, and it prepared me for this. Now, I'm extremely ADD, so that's important because ADDers use the right side of our brain, man. We see things in visions and concepts. I'm not book smart. Even though I went to high school, graduated to college and all that, I'm still not book smart. All right, so it's just really about vision and concepts. And I believe in 2 basic philosophies. Anything is possible, and the definition of possibility to me is when something's possible, someone, somewhere with passion for that possibility will pursue that possibility, and it's always a matter of time. I have that passion for that possibility to build this, okay? And you're going to understand why in just a second. The next thing I like to do, like my philosophy, is the law of attraction. So I apply the possibilities, and then I look at the law of attraction. The law of attraction has many definitions, okay? Basically, it's about setting goals and reaching them. So I made up my own definition about the law of attraction. Why not? It's America, right? So my definition of the law of attraction is the ability of the human being to will itself to accomplish anything. And let's get into why I'm doing this, okay? All right, and my story starts in 1987, my senior year of college football. We had 12 players. We got a new head coach at my college football team. He brought in 12 players from the college he played at. One of them moved into my suite and became my roommate. My roommate married another friend of mine. They had 2 children. One of their children in 2010 was diagnosed with Fanconi anemia. It is a rare blood disease, a rare blood disorder, and there is no cure. Now this was tough, man. This is like, you know, extended brother, a family of mine, and now he's diagnosed with a blood disease. But that same year, in 2010, months before, I had another teammate on that same year of 1987 who married another friend of mine. They had 2 beautiful children, and one of their children died of leukemia at the age of 16. And so this started all of my ADD concepts and thinking and vision. And so when the news came that my roommate's child was diagnosed with a terminally ill drill, I just went crazy. I started looking into it. My ADD started going crazy. When ADD people, I call them ADDers. But when people like me, we get a vision or a thought or something sticks in our head, we can't get rid of it. It stays, man. It's unbelievable. When I looked into why and how they were researching terminally ill drugs, I was like, man, I was blown away because what I found pissed me off. And I'm going to go nuts. When I get in front of the sharks, I'm going to go crazy about this. But I can't believe that for the last 50 years, and this is the question I'm going to ask you, and this is why I've done it, and this is the same question I'm going to ask the sharks. In the last 50 years, name one disease that we've cured. As a humanity, as anything, as a whole, as a society. The answer is 0. 0. So with that in my mind, does my friend's son have a chance at all of living? No. In fact, everybody in the world who's diagnosed with a terminally ill disease, I don't care what it is, if there's no cure, they have no hope. And that's not sugarcoating it. And I'm coming to bring the game because I am mad about the way we're researching drugs in society. It's a joke. And I'm going to go off on that when I get in front of those sharks. All right? So my goal for the last 2.5 years was not to invent these for me. I could care less. I'm not money driven. And you know how you can tell people it's not money driven? The jobs they do, the jobs they choose to do. I'm a public school teacher. Do you think I ever give a crap about money? I mean, we love the head football coach and athletic director. We work because we love what we do. Police officers, like less than $50,000 a year. Firemen, EMT workers, public school teachers. None of us give a crap about waking up with more money than we went to bed with. We just don't give a damn. That's why we choose to work in the professions that we do. Okay? So I'm not here for self-gain or self-wealth. I'm here to give these to the sharks in order for them to help me build this to save my friend's son's life. It just doesn't get any clearer than that, okay? And it's imperative that you guys put me in front of those sharks and give me a chance. This is about humanity. It's not about an individual. Okay? So, let me calm down a minute. I'm going to get ready to show you the 3 inventions, okay? So the first invention, now I'm just like everybody else when they go to start Googling and writing up the, before making the audition tape, we go and look for tips on the online internet, right? So I'm Googling and reading. And one thing that caught my mind that was crazy is there's a line in there that one of the producers wrote and says, "We don't like pet products or baby products." And I'm like, gosh almighty, because 2 of mine are pet products. And then y'all said, everybody comes on here and says, there's nothing else there like that. And then you guys go and Google it, and then, you know, you find something. So I am here to say that there's nothing like this on the market. You can go Google it, okay? It's not happening, okay? Now, where did I come up with these 2 ideas from? It was from my family dog park, okay? And what I've noticed is with the people coming into with their dogs to my family dog park, they had no idea how to communicate with the dog. They had not established leadership. Just because you can tell your dog to sit or stay or lie down or come does not mean you have established leadership. You just taught them some tricks, right? So when you see these dog owners that are getting pulled all around and getting jerked all around with these uncontrollable dogs, that is their fault because they have not established human leadership, right? So that's a big problem that I've noticed right there. So what I did was, bam, make 2 videos. It's a 2-hour dog educational dog owning video. The name of it is Tough Love, Human Training for a Happy and Balanced Dog. I don't care what trainer you ask, all trainers are going to tell you, we have to train the person, not the dog. That's what everybody talks about. Well, this one does much more than that, okay? I do train the 5 basic commands of sit, stay, lie down, come when called, and walking on a leash. I do cover those, but that's not why I made the video. There have been videos about that, all right? But my system, I implemented my system, and I compared it to raising up children. So everybody's mind clicks. I've been doing it about 2 years now. And so what I do is I train people to raise their dogs like they raise their children, and that is with Tough Love. So the first thing I have invented on this DVDs, right, is a new system on how to communicate with your dog. I educate people on the 7 things dogs need to be happy and balanced. There's 7 of them. I teach people how to communicate with their dogs the same way you communicate with your children. And it is through sight, sound, smell, and contact. Well, I throw smell out the window, so I only communicate 3 ways with the dog. And it is sight, sound, and contact. And it's the same system I teach in here. Not only that do I teach the system, but I also educate you on videos of dogs behaving in a dog park. That's not been out there. And then the third thing I do is we go over the 5 basic commands. So I'm going to first, this is a power pack 2 hours, and it is incredible information. I'm telling you, there's nothing out there like it. Go Google it. I know you have heard this a million times, but you can go Google it. No worries about it, right? So, I promise you, the sharks are going to love this. Now, what's going to be special about this is before I come, I'm going to go to your local SPCA center, and I'm going to get them to bring about 10 dogs to the stage, all right? So when we're doing the video, I'm going to bring out 2 dogs, and I'm going to do it by myself in front of the 6 sharks, and I'm going to establish leadership. I can take any dog that's hyper excited, going crazy on a leash, and I can have him calm within 10 to 15 seconds. Now, after I demonstrate it, we're going to bring all 6 sharks up on the stage, and they're going to demonstrate it too with those 6 sharks. And another goal of mine is to get whatever dogs they bring from the SPCA adopted. That would be pretty cool, right? So, for the first time, get this now, I am going to actually teach people watching at home how to establish leadership with their dogs. So I'm going to ask, this is the first time you're going to have an interaction, an invention that everybody at home can participate in. See where I'm going with that? So I'm trying to create all kind of firsts for you guys so you put me in front of those sharks so we can build this and save my friend's son's life. So this is important. Okay, it's going to be 6 sharks out there demonstrating the dogs, and everybody at home is going to do it at the same time. It's going to be fun. I guarantee you, I don't know how we can count it, but I bet we can set a world record on how many dogs, how many humans establish leadership at the same time. It'd be pretty cool, all right? So now, the second invention is coming up right here, right? And this invention solves a major problem. Every invention has a problem, and that's why I invented them, so we could solve that problem. One of the biggest things I saw people coming into my dog park with is they didn't know how to walk a dog on a leash, right? They're just pulling them all around. Everything made, go Google this, everything made that teaches a dog to walk on a leash attaches to the dog. So for the first time in history, go Google it, I invented something, bam, that attaches to the human being. Yeah, so what it does is you grip it right here, there's a little Velcro strap that goes on it right here, the leash goes from here to here, and it goes down to the dog. Now when you're walking a dog, every dog trainer is the same. You have, let's say you don't have this, and the dog pulls in front of you, then the dog trainer teaches you to pull the dog back. Or you have to come to a stop and bring the dog back. Okay? So the whole principle of training a dog to walk on a leash, you can go Google any Caesar, Victoria, anybody who wants to go Google them. They're all trainers teach the same thing. There's only 2 ways to train a dog to walk on a leash. Okay, basically that's it. Until now. Now this is going to be lightweight. It's going to be made out of plastic, and it goes like this. So this automatically keeps the dog in place at your heel position. So when you're walking, it's badass. You should see it. Now I was trying all this on my people at my park. So I have tons of video of how it works, and this will come with a training video. So it is the first one, it's the first thing that's ever been invented to train a dog to walk on a leash that attaches to the human being. And get this, the great news is, it will work with whatever you're using now to walk your dog on a leash. So if it's a choke collar, a halty, whatever it is, this is going to enhance it and make it better. Alright, so there's the second one. That's my second dog invention. So don't get mad yet. Now this bad boy, I'm extremely, I'm so proud of this right here that I think this is going to outsell everything, and Damien and Mark are going to love it. So the problem I have is as a male athlete. This has to do with your male package, right? Your package down here. So there's only 2 ways for a man to support himself down there, right? In the old school was the jock straps. Just remember, just a jock strap you put on, had the 2 straps to go around your butt, right? Then they came out with compression pants. But the problem with compression pants, let me back up. What's the problem with the jock strap? They weren't tight, right? You had big straps going across your butt, very uncomfortable. And then that one little jock strap did not hold the fellas in place, right? They were little slippage, little coming out to the side. You always see people, athletes rearranging their stuff out there. So that's the problem with the jock strap. And then they came out with compression pants. But the problem with compression pants is there was nowhere for your package to go. It was compressed up against your body, your leg, your stomach, whatever it was. So what I did was I took the jock strap and combined it with compression pants. Bam! So what this does now not only that, but I put 2 jock straps on there. So I cut out this, I put the first jock strap back there, the second jock strap I put on front, I put 5 laces with a shoestring. There's a pocket for a cup. If you're a male, then you play a sport like football or field hockey where you have to wear a hard protective cup. If you play a sport where you don't wear a cup, then you don't need to, I mean, the pocket's still there, you just don't put a cup in it, right? But here's the great thing. See these shoelaces? You pull them tight, and this pulls tight around your package, right? So one size, we all know that men have different size packages, right? So when you buy a medium-sized pair of compression shorts, oh, what the hell? You know, somebody's packages are bigger than the other ones. So this allows individual comfort and support. Once you put it on, you pull these shoestrings out, and bam, it fits every man individual package. It is called the package pocket. I have provisional patents on this, and copyrighted DVDs for that, okay? I believe that Damien's going to go nuts over this. So Damien's got 2 choices, right? He can take this and put an FPP right there across the real sexy font right there, you know, FUBU package pocket. He could dominate. He could go in and take over every professional league. Every college team is going to want to wear these. Every high school. These are going to sell crazy. The second thing he could do is just license it out to the people who already make compression pants. Alright? I believe this is going to outsell all of these. And I'm going to give these 3 to the Sharks if they'll help me provide proof of concept and build this. Now, what is this? I'm not telling you. I'm only keeping that one secret from you, and I'm not going to share this with you. But what I will tell you is, I estimate it's going to cost us $8 billion to build. Now, if you think I'm nuts and you're like, shit, nah, turn it off, cut him, he ain't doing it. $8 billion is not hard. Now, I'm a football coach and been in the high school for 18 years, so I didn't try to go out of my realm to invent any of these things, right? All right, so what we're going to do here is on this wall right here. To raise, what we do in high school, to raise money is we have fundraisers. So we need a minimum of $8 billion to do this, right? So how the hell am I going to convince people to give me money? But that's why I'm on that's why the Shark Tank platform is so important, and this is what we're going to do. We're going to build a team. And the team starts with the head coach. That's going to be me. The 6 sharks are going to be my coaching staff. All right? They are my coaching staff. I have selected individual assignments for each shark that they need to perform to build this, right? Okay? And I only use the passion that they had in order to get them where they are. So I didn't go outside of anybody's realm, right? So, head coach. Now, every good team has a great coaching staff. There's a saying in football that the head coach is only as good as his assistant coaches, the people around him, right? So, probably been my best coaching staff I've ever had in my life. Now, what comes after the coaching staff is your players, right? So we have to have a team. All right, so we have to have players, we have a coaching staff, a head coach, we need owner. Every team has an owner. This is where the money comes from right here, right? If it's high school, it's a public education. If it's college, it's your college campus. If it's a professional team, it's your owner, right? So that's where the money comes from. So we have an owner, a head coach, a coaching staff, and the players, right? Now, how do we raise money? Hear me out. I know you're thinking I'm crazy right now, but we're going to have a first ever 7-day worldwide blind fundraiser. And our goal is to raise $8 billion, okay? How does it work? I looked at the population. There's over 7 billion people on planet Earth, right? It's over 7 billion. What I need is 120 million people to give me $50. Not to me, but they're going to give it to a foundation, right? The foundation which is going to provide the money for this, okay? The first thing we have to do is spread the word about it, right? Now that's going to start with the Shark Tanks that Friday night when it runs, right? But we can't just rely on that. Every good fundraiser, every good program has a booster club. Boom! Booster club. So what the booster club's job responsibility is to spread the word. To let everybody know that we have a fundraiser. This is our mission. This is our goal. This is what we want to build. Our goal is to raise $8 billion worldwide. Remember, diseases kill everybody. This is not just about America. This is about Iran, Iraq, people in China, people in Japan, Russia, right? So it has to be worldwide. There's people in every country that have FA. FA is Falcone anemia, okay? So if I refer to FA, you know what I'm talking about. So the Booster Club in high schools, they really only have 7 or 8 people who always are doing the work. And at least that's the way it is in high schools, okay? So I have to call out 7 of the biggest superstars on the planet to help us. Now, Man, I could have went with so many different people, but I'm going to call these people out. And the first person that we have to have in our Booster Club is President Obama. That's right. I am going to ask President Obama to step up to the plate. And what I'm going to ask President Obama to do, with the First Lady Michelle standing right next to his side, is interrupt America the night after this episode airs. And I want him to support Team Bullard. The name of our team, Team Bullard, right? So I expect the #1 hashtag in the world to be support Team Bullard. Support Team Bullard. Support Team Bullard. President Obama, I got to have you on board as a Booster Club member. You have to address America. You have to interrupt. And I believe you will, because the missions are important. I'm calling him out. I'm going to call him out. And after I go off on the stats and why things have gone wrong with in our history of humanity, he's going to help us. He will interrupt it. Okay, so President Obama is the first of 7 superstars that I'm going to ask to join the team. And then the second person is his wife. And I'm going to ask his wife to be the president of the Booster Club. Because President Obama, I've always gotten to wear the title president, so I figured Michelle would like that. So Michelle's going to be our Booster Club president, and her job is the same, right? Each Booster Club member has 3 assignments, okay? The first one is they have to communicate. Now, wait a minute, back up. I chose each one of these 7 superstars from the industry that they had passion to work in because they need connections. Fundraisers are all about spreading the word. So the first thing we're going to do, man, we need this Shark Tank episode to go viral. People who've never heard of Shark Tank will hear of Shark Tank after this episode. We need it to go viral, so we need as many people as we can to be talking about it. So President Obama and Michelle Obama, those are my first 2 superstars. And they are going to stand side by side the night after this airs, and they will interrupt America to ask America to support Team Bullard so we can build this, which will expedite the cure of terminal ill diseases. So President Obama and Michelle is the first one. The next one, and I chose them because they have 1, connections all around the country, 2, they have a powerful position where they can use it, like interrupt America, and do a special 5-minute. I'm not asking them to interrupt America for an hour, just 5 minutes. 5 minutes and say, please join Team Bullard, support Team Bullard. This cause is worth it, right? So the third person is Oprah. Oprah is my television person, right? Oprah, I'm going to call Oprah out. Oprah's going to have to do this, or she'll be hated by everybody. Oprah is in charge of contacting all the TV channels. So Oprah's got the television people that she has to reach out to, okay? The next industry I wanted to reach out to was the radio. So I chose Howard Stern. So now you got President Obama, Michelle, you got Oprah, connections to all the TV channels. You got Howard Stern, who runs the king of radio, right? All right, so I'm going to ask Howard Stern. Howard Stern has a Stern army. Hell, he's probably got 20 million followers right there. So Howard Stern, so far we got President Obama, Michelle, Oprah, Howard Stern. Bono is I'm going to call out Bono. Bono's going to represent the music industry, right? So Bono's got the music industry, Howard's got the radio, Oprah's got the television. I'm banking on President Obama and Michelle to take care of America and the internet, because we have to ask people to support us. And so what it is going to be is support Team Bullard, give 50, tell 5. Give $50, tell 5 people. And that's how fundraisers work. They spread right down. All right, so let's look at the Booster Club. You got President Obama, you got Michelle Obama, you got Oprah, you got Howard Stern, you got Bono covering the music industry. So the next 2 are coming from Hollywood. They're coming from the movies industry. And I chose Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie. Obviously they have, I don't know if you've noticed what all these people have in common. They're great humanitarians. That's the first thing I wanted to do, was find people who were great humanitarians, so I picked those. The second thing I needed was everybody had to have connections in other countries. This is not about America. We need to reach out and spread the word to other countries. So 2 big things is the platform. I wanted to call on celebrities who use their passion to get where they were, because I need to use their passion, and I needed celebrities who work in a specific industry. I chose these people because they had connections to everybody. So what we want to do is spread the word about Team Bullard. It is support Team Bullard, give 50, tell 5. Give $50, tell 5 people. That is the word that we're spreading around. It's going to be incredible. Now, you might think I'm nuts for coming up here and thinking that I can convince the President of the United States to interrupt America and ask him to support Team Bullard, give $50 and tell 5 people so we can raise $8 billion to build this, which will expedite the cure of diseases. He's going to do it, man. I'm just telling you. I've been working on this thing for 2.5 years. It's crazy. Everything I'm saying, all these, this, that, it's all that. So let me go over real quickly what the first for Shark Tanks, man. You guys, man, you have the opportunity at Shark Tank to do some crazy stuff. It'll be the first 2-hour special that Shark Tanks has ever done. With 1 contestant, we're bringing 4 things. And trust me, I was a head football coach and athletic director. I have no fear. I have no fear of standing up in public speaking. None whatsoever. I am not intimidated by any celebrities. None. So these 6 sharks, although I admire them and respect them, I will not be intimidated. I'm going to bring my A game. This is the biggest and most important pre-game speech that I've ever done, okay, when I get in front of the sharks. All right, remember I said it was a 7-day worldwide fundraiser. At the end of 7 days, the next following Friday night, we're going to do, I want the Shark Tanks to do a live broadcasting, and what we're going to do is have all 6 sharks, all 7 superstars, I'm going to ask to come and be on the Shark Tank special to reveal the amount of money we raise. It's going to be a spectacular event. I promise you that President Obama and the First Lady will be at the Shark Tank 7 days from when we air. Because we're going to come back 7 days after we air, and we're going to have a live broadcast with President Obama and Michelle right there, with Oprah, with Bono, Howard Stern, Brad and Angelina. I'm telling you, they're all going to show up 7 days from when this airs. Okay, because I'm going to ask them to be there for their support. So when I come through that door 7 days after y'all have me there, I expect to see 6 sharks in leather chairs, 6 superstars in leather chairs with President Obama sitting right there in the middle when I walk through those doors. You're going to have 2 of the highest rated, I believe, reality shows ever. The 2-hour special, and then 7 days later, imagine what happens. The possibility that these 7 superstars will do what I say. Well, not what I say, but what I'm asking them to do. They will show up 7 days and be on stage with us. It's going to go viral. This is going to be worldwide. It's going to be the biggest thing in reality TV show history. I guarantee you that second episode, you bring us back 7 days after this airs, and we have all 13 sharks there, and the world is watching. The world will be watching to see how much money we raise. That's a powerful thing right there. And that's an ABC Shark Tank highest rated show ever. Ever. I guarantee you, man. People look at me when I tell them things that I create and I visualize, and they think I'm nuts. But I promise you, you put me in front of those sharks, and you help me cure this disease and save my friend's life, I guarantee you 7 days later, you'll have all 7 superstars sitting up on that stage with the 6 sharks for a live special. All right, sharks, you got a lot to consider, and I appreciate you so much for giving me this opportunity. I just need to get in front of those sharks and talk to the world, and we can change the way we do research, man. This is it, guys. All right, I've done everything I can. It's on you. This is on your shoulders. These guys that die, these F8 small children that die every day, I want you to think about that when you're considering whether to put me in front of that stage. All right? Again, thank you very much. First live interaction with the dog video. The first reality TV show to use a platform for something other than just self-gain. But you have the opportunity, guys, to change the world and save lives. This, I need help building. I can't do it by myself. I can't do it with 6 sharks and 7 super celebrities and 120 million people giving me $50. Not to me, to the foundation that we're going to create. Okay? Man, this is on your shoulders, guys. This is about curing diseases. It's not about me. It is not about... It's not about self-gain. This is about finding a cure for Fanconi anemia. Let me make sure you understand this. I do not have a cure for Fanconi anemia. I don't. I'm not smart enough to do that. But I have came up with an invention that will expedite the research and the cure of diseases, which is in the long run is going to save my friend's son's life. I know this is crazy, and I appreciate your time that you've been watching this video. I know I'm running out of time. I've probably been over my 10-minute. But, you know, by the way, ADD people in school, we give ADD people more time. So I think you producers need to think about letting ADD people stand up here and make their audition tapes. At least give us 4 or 5 extra minutes, all right? Listen, guys, thank you so much for considering me for this possibility. I promise you, you put me in front of those sharks, we can change the world together. I can't do it. We can save my friend's son's life. I just need that opportunity. Thank you.